Hi, Mansoor. Today, we are here to talk about your drug discovery portal, QuantumCURE. So, what is QuantumCURE? What are you really doing with this project? Is this like searching for a needle in a haystack?
Yes, in many ways it is like searching for needles in a haystack. Except the haystack is made of 120 million chemical compounds, and the needles are potential cancer drugs. What I've built is a system that democratizes drug discovery. For decades, this field has been the exclusive domain of big pharmaceutical companies, billion-dollar labs, and teams of researchers. But today, with open databases, AI libraries, and quantum entropy hardware, a motivated developer can build a system that competes in meaningful ways. I'm a retired software engineer working out of my back office with a mix of old and new PCs, a quantum random number generator, and one clear motivation: to build something beneficial for humanity. With discipline and persistence, version by version, the system keeps getting stronger. So let me walk you through how QuantumCURE and its pipeline and how it works. Compound library access is the first visit. We start with enormous chemical libraries, millions of molecules that might someday be medicines. That is a huge database of chemical compounds available to the public, much like NOAA's database of weather-related data. Next is protein preparation. Proteins, the targets of many drugs, need to be cleaned and prepared. I use free pipelines like PDBFixer and PDB2PQR to process protein structures into docking-ready form. These are all scientifically validated libraries. Molecular docking is next. Using the AutoDock Vina software development kit, the free version, molecules are virtually tested against proteins to see how well they bind. Each docking run generates scores, binding affinity, pose geometry, and interaction maps. I can also drop the paying license library, which is a bit faster when the time comes to upgrade the auto-docking component. Entropy seeding is the next thing. You see, most docking platforms rely on pseudo-random numbers, which limit exploration. QuantumCURE injects true quantum entropy from USB or PCIe QRNG hardware, and soon, from D-Wave annealing and IonQ ion trap systems. This widens the search space, potentially uncovering candidates classical randomness would miss. That is where my system is different from other commercial drug discovery systems. Scoring and analysis is next. Docked molecules are evaluated for binding affinity, quantum collapse scoring, drug likeness filters, toxicity cross-checks, even patent checks to avoid duplicates. And then the symbolic layer. So each promising candidate is tagged with a Zaban glyph, my symbolic compression of quantum collapse patterns, a quantum linguistic framework I have created using quantum entanglement signatures, a quantum computing angle for the QuantumCURE system. This creates a dictionary of discoveries that AI can later process as structured knowledge. Last is the AI review. The top candidates are passed to AI systems for deeper analysis, prioritization, and preparation of a final list. And something I'm so excited, a wet lab handoff. Ultimately, the goal is to deliver a small, optimized set of compounds to wet labs for synthesis, testing, and trials. Expansion plans. Right now, QuantumCURE runs on open pipelines like ASKCOS, AiZynthFinder, and the PDB tools. But I'm preparing to integrate high-end commercial engines, Schrödinger Glide, and Gold, which is genetic optimization for ligand docking. On the entropy side, October 2025 will mark the first run seeded by D-Wave annealing entropy, followed later by IonQ ion trap entropy. No one else is doing this, and that excites me. All results are stored in Google Cloud Storage using my proprietary JSON schemas. This ensures reproducibility and traceability of every run. QuantumCURE has a few parts to it. One is a citizen scientist program. Most importantly, QuantumCURE isn't just for me. I've designed it for citizen scientists. I'm going to rely on a lot of volunteers to run small batches of compounds on their devices. You see, I have no big pharma budget to build GPU clusters. There's a desktop browser version that runs on any OS, a mobile version for phones and tablets, and a high-performance interface for those with CPU or GPU clusters. Anyone, anywhere, can contribute compute power to run docking tasks and feed results back to the cloud. In this way, drug discovery becomes a community effort, a global distributed network of discovery. That's the vision, to take something that was once the exclusive playground of big pharma and put it in the hands of the people, fueled by AI, cloud pipelines, and quantum entropy. So what is QuantumCURE? Well, QuantumCURE is not just software. It's a proof of concept that with curiosity, persistence, and the right tools, even a single developer can stitch together systems that matter, systems that might one day contribute to the fight against cancer.